Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and studying at home. Children, I am here with a new chapter, that is chapter number 5, our state. In a previous chapter, we have studied about the desert and the Himalayan mountain range, and also we have studied about the Deccan Plateau of our country, India. Now, there is a question, children. Our country is a huge country. So who takes care of a country? And also why we are having states? So all these questions answers we will get in our chapter. So now let's start our chapter. Here first we will see what we are going to learn in our chapter. So let's read it out first. The role of government, role of the central and state governments. So we will learn about the role of government and the role of central government and state government. Then we will learn about the names of the states and the union territories of India. So now you don't know what is government, what is central government, state government, and also you don't know the names of the states and union territories in our country. So these questions answers we will get in our chapter. So now let's just start our chapter. The first over here you can see it's a family. We all have family, and in your family you may be having your parents, your brother or your sister. And here you can see this is also a picture of a family. Children, just as your parents look after you and your needs, in the same way the government looks after the welfare, the needs and the safety of the people of the country. So that is why we are having government, because the government looks after the needs, welfare and the safety of the people of a country. Like in our country India, we are having government. So what the government do? Now we got the answer. The government looks after the needs, welfare and the safety of us. So this is the work of the government. Now let's see next. Now here you can see what more work the government is doing. So the government frames laws and rules to run the country. So all the laws and rules are framed by the government of a country. Now children, what do you understand by rules and laws made by the government? Like in your house, your parents have made some rules for you. In the same way, the government makes laws and rules for the whole country, which we all have to follow. So they are called as laws and rules. Now here we will see some more things which are done by a government. So first we'll read it out. So children, you can also repeat after me. It is the government which decides where to build. So it is the government who decides where to build schools, roads, hospitals, parks and stadiums. So wherever we are having hospitals, parks, stadiums, schools and roads, this is decided by the government of a country. Now let's see next what more things the government does. And it also decides where to build railway stations and airport. You have seen that all these things are built at a particular place. So who decides this place? The government of a country decides where to build all these things. Now let's see what more the government does for us. So the government also provides services. So the government also provides services to us, like it gives us electricity, it gives us water, and then telephone and communication. So all these things are the services given to us by the government of a country. So now we understood what are the things what the government is doing for us. It is framing laws and rules for us. It decides where to build schools, homes, hospital, parks, stadium, railway stations and airports. And it also provides us services like telephone and communication. So this all we have learned till now. Now let's see next. Now here children, you can see it is written two types of government. So how many types of government we are having? We are having two types of government. First one is central government and another one is state government. So there are two types of government, central government and state government. Now let's see next, children. So now children will see what is central government. The central government looks after the safety and welfare of the whole country. So the central government looks after the welfare and the safety of the whole country. So the government takes care of the safety. So now here what you understand by safety, welfare of the country. Like police and army, how they are protecting us. So the government looks after the safety of the people of the country and the welfare. Now what is welfare? Welfare is the happiness and health of the people of the country. So the government takes care of the safety and welfare of the whole country. Next we will read. It is based in New Delhi, the capital of India. So where is the central government? The central government is in New Delhi, and New Delhi, we all know that New Delhi is the capital of our country, India. So next we'll read, we the people of India choose the members of the central government. So we the people of India, we choose the member of the central government. Now children, how we choose the member of the central government? So we choose the member of the central government by voting. You all have seen your parents are voting for the government. So this is how we choose the member of the central government. The president, prime minister and other ministers form the central government. So central government is not just one single person. There is a group of people who form the central government. So in that group there are president, prime minister and other ministers who form the central government. So where they live and work? They live and work in New Delhi because the central government is in New Delhi and New Delhi is the capital of our country, India. Now let's see next, children. So children, here you can see this picture and this picture is also given in your book on page number 26. So let's read out. The Parliament House in New Delhi is the seat of the central government. So the Parliament House in New Delhi is the seat of the central government. So here the members of the central government takes important decisions and frame rules and laws for us. Now let's see next, children. Next over here you can see here one picture and one more picture over here. So what you can see in this picture, children? Yes, there is two important person of our country. In this picture you can see he is the president of our country, India. And what is his name? His name is Mr. Ramnath Kovind and he is the 14th president of our country, India. And over here you can see he is very famous. We all know him. So who is he? Yes, he is Mr. Narendra Modi and he is the Prime Minister of our country, India. Now let's see our next topic, and that is state and union territories of India. Now we'll understand about the states and union territories of India. So now let's first read it out. India is a very big country with a population of more than 100 crore. So India is a very big country and it has a population more than 100 crore. So more than 100 crores of population we are having in a country. The next point, it is difficult for the central government to look after all the needs of such a big population all by itself. So because India is a huge country, so one single central government cannot look after the needs, welfare and the safety of the whole country. Now let's see the next point. The country is therefore divided into smaller parts or states because one central government cannot look after the whole country. So that is why the country is divided into smaller parts or states. Each state has its own government which looks after the welfare of the people of that state. So each state is having its own government and that government looks after the welfare of the people of that state. Each state is having its own government and the government looks after the welfare of the people of that state. Now let's see next. Over here now you can see in this picture, this is a map of a country, India, and all these different colors are showing us different states in our country. Here you can see with this pink color is our state Madhya Pradesh, and it is in the middle of India, so that is why it is called as Heart of India. And here you can see it is also written Bhopal. Now what is Bhopal? Bhopal is the capital of our state Madhya Pradesh. So like this, our country is divided into states and union territories. So this is the map of a country in which all the states are shown and they are shown with their capitals. Now let's see next. Here you can see this is the map of our state Madhya Pradesh, and all these different colors are showing us the cities of our state. So here you can see Bhopal is there, Hoshangabad is there, Baitul is there, Vidisha. So all these cities are shown on the map of our state Madhya Pradesh. Now let's see next. Now let's understand some more things about the state government. In a state there is a governor, chief minister, other minister and senior government officers who together run the country. So in a state there is governor, chief minister, other ministers and senior government officers who together run the government. The governor and the chief minister live in the state capital. So the governor and the chief minister, they live in the state capital. Now let's see next. In this picture you can see this is a very famous person of a state, and even you must be knowing him. Who is he, children? Yes, he is the chief minister of a state and his name is Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and he is very famous in a state. So he is the chief minister of a state Madhya Pradesh. Now let's see next. So here now we will see the largest state and the smallest state of our country, India. India is a huge country and we have 28 states and 8 union territories. In your book it is written 29 states and 7 union territories. So that is the old information, children, and 28 states and 8 union territories is the updated information. So you can even write down this in your notebook, that at present India is having 28 states and 8 union territories. Now among the 28 states, which is the largest state and which is the smallest state in our country? So the largest state is Rajasthan and smallest state is Goa. So Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state. Now let's see the map of Rajasthan and Goa. So here the first map is showing us the state, the largest state Rajasthan. So Rajasthan in India, it is in the western side of our country, and here is the map of Rajasthan. So here you can see how much big it is. So that is why Rajasthan is the largest state of our country, India. Next we'll see the smallest state of our country, India, and that is Goa. So here you can see in the map of our country how small is Goa. And here you can see this is the map of Goa. Here you can see with blue color, this is the Arabian Sea. So this was the map of Goa. Now let's see next, children. Over here now this is information given about Delhi. Now let's read it out. Delhi is a union territory with the status of the national capital territory. So Delhi is also known as National Capital Territory. Now let's see next, children. Over here, one did you know is given. So now let's read it out. In 1956, India had only 14 states and 6 union territories. So in the year 1956, India had only 14 states and 6 union territories. The states were further divided on the basis of the languages spoken, and we now have 29 states and 7 union territories. So further, the states were divided on the basis of the languages spoken. So we all speak different languages in different regions. So on the basis of languages spoken, India were further divided into 20 states and 7 union territories. And we now have 29 states and 7 union territories. And now at present we are having 28 states and 8 union territories, and this is updated information and you can write it in your SST notebook. Now let's see next, children. Next is states and their capital. This is the list of the state with their capital, and this is in alphabetical order. This list is also given in your book also, so you can read out from there and you can read out from here also. So now let's read the states and their capital. So the first one is Andhra Pradesh and its capital is Amravati. Second is Arunachal Pradesh and its capital is Itanagar, and Assam, its capital is Dispur. Then Bihar, its capital is Patna. Chhattisgarh and its capital is Raipur. Goa and its capital is Panaji. So like this you can see the list of states with their capital. Now let's see next, children. So here are more states and their capitals. So from here you can read all the 28 states and their capital. Now let's see next. So here you can say this is Union Territories of India and they are 8 in number. So now let's read it out. Andaman and Nicobar Island, the capital is Port Blair. Chandigarh, capital is Chandigarh. Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, they are having their capital Daman. Delhi, capital is New Delhi. Lakshadweep, capital is Kavarati. Puducherry, capital is Puducherry. And Jammu and Kashmir is having 2 capitals. In summer, its capital is Srinagar, and in winter, its capital is Jammu. And Ladakh, capital is Leh. So, the capital of Ladakh is Leh. Now, let's see next, children. Though we may live in different states, but we all share one bond, and that is we all are Indians. We all should be proud of our country and of our state. So, now let's see next, children. Here is review time, children. Now let's revise what we have studied till now. So first we have studied about 2 types of government. First is central government, another is state government. Then we have studied that the central government looks after the whole country. Then next we have studied India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Then we have studied each state has its own government which looks after the welfare of the people of that state. So 28 states and 28 state governments we are having in our country. Now let's see next. Next, this also we have studied that Delhi is also known as National Capital Territory. So children, what you have to do in activity, you have to take a political map. There are 2 types of map. One is political map and another is physical map. So you have to take a political map. So what you have to do, you have to color the states with different colors and you have to label them. Label means you have to name them. And then you also have to label the water bodies around our country. In your previous chapter, you have studied that India is surrounded by 3 water bodies. Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. So you have to color the water bodies also and you have to name them also. So this is your activity. Now let's see next. So homework time, children. Now what you have to do in homework, you have to find out the names of the following in your state. So now let's see what you have to find out. You have to find out the name of Chief Minister, Governor and the capital of your state. So you have to find out Chief Minister, the Governor and the capital of your state. And also you have to find out 2 important cities and 2 tourist destinations of your state. And then you have to learn states and their capital. Now, I hope you have understood how many types of government we are having, and there are central government and state government. And then you understood that we are having 28 states and 8 union territories. So, it's the time for me to leave, children. I'll meet you in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, take care of yourself and study well.